All recording.
This is all recording. This is journalism at its finest.
Exactly. We are hard hitting. We are.
Oh,
we
you
are.
are too.
All right, welcome back to a new Dan and the Doctor. Here today with Cassandra Fernando. What a lovely lady she is, and my excellent co-host, the man from your minor, your miner's favourite son, Gordon Reed. So
Thank you,
we're glad to be back for our seventh episode. I'm surprised it's gone this long, and it really has just kicked off quite well. And would you like to have a few opening remarks, Gordon?
A few opening remarks. How formal. I didn't know we were that formal, Dan. Well, look, Cass, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
On Dan and the Doctor in the Dan's beautiful office with all of his mining paraphernalia and whatnot. Yeah, it's good to have you on the podcast. And I hear you've, and I can see you've got a bit of a treat there.
Yes. So I went early this morning to get us some hot cross buns.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
from Silo Bakery.
And I am wedge shredding for all those at home. As you know, I'm trying to get off the carbs and it's extremely unsuccessful. Extremely unsuccessful. Sorry, Shaylee, I do love you. But I am going to give this a crack. Going to get amongst it, mate.
Cheers, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. So, Cass, I hear that you don't only buy pastry, but you know how to make it. Is that right?
Yeah. So
Tell us about that.
when I was 15 years old, I walked past Woolies down on Plaza, and my mum said, "You need to get a job because we can't afford to pay for school after year 10." So I went up to the manager, and I'll never forget that day where I asked him, "Can I get a job?" And he goes, "Which department?" I said, "Bakery." And he goes, "When can you start?" I said, my mum said, "I can only work Saturday, Sunday because I've got school." And from there, the love of pastry and the love of food and cooking started off.
Very
Hey,
good.
just come for a sec. Can you chuck that over there?
Yeah, can we just, because I can't eat and talk.
Okay.
It's yummy though.
Sorry. Okay. Okay.
So as you can see, Gordon and I both love a pastry.
Yes.
One of us more than the other.
Thanks,
I don't
Dan.
know which one you're going to be able to tell. And he's wedge shredding and I'm happily married and getting bigger. But that's okay. So what was your favourite thing to cook and to make as a pastry chef?
I like experimenting a lot. My staffers are now my guinea pigs. So,
Jeez. Are you okay? Blink twice if everything you need help.
so I experiment with a lot of different things. So any MP that comes down or a member of parliament that comes down to my electorate, they get a treat of some concoction that I've made. So Daniel Molino was the last, Dr. Daniel Molino was the last one to come to my electorate. So what I did was I made a cupcake filled with Nutella and Ferrero Rocher.
Oh,
And
how good's
I
this?
had no idea.
We're off to Victoria.
So I've got Emma McBride coming. I think it's next Friday. So now I've got to think. I've thought of something, but I've got to experiment with it first because I'm trying to combine two cakes in one.
Yes, very good.
So I don't know how it's going to pan out.
So you're like the Heston of bakeries, of pastry chefs.
I don't know if I'm the
Just
Heston.
going, you'll be wearing your glasses, you'll be looking lovely with it and getting it really cracking in there.
No, I actually get ideas from different flavours. So I like mixing different flavours and to see how it tastes.
What's the most obscure flavour you've ever made in a pastry?
Oh, wow. So I do a lot of cakes. My patissier qualification is Venois. Venois means croissants and that
Yeah,
sort of
right.
fine pastry.
I've learned something this morning.
And,
Very good.
Venois.
Venois.
We're going to run with that today in the chamber. Venois.
That's the most cultured I've ever been in my life, saying that word out loud. Venois.
So, but I haven't done Venois in a long, long time. So I've been only focusing on cakes. One of the most interesting combinations is probably a baklava cheesecake.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably the most hardest, annoyingest thing to make. But when you put the baklava with the cheesecake together, amazing.
So for those who don't know what baklava is, can you explain what it is to the
So
people?
it's a layer of filo pastry with heaps of nuts, and it's just done over and over again. And then you bake it with a lot of honey or sugar syrup.
Yeah, very nice.
So
And then the cheesecake part of it.
on top. So what I do is I make a base of a baklava, and then I do a baked cheesecake on top. So then
Oh, very good.
you're surrounded. I don't know if I have a photo, but you're surrounded with baklava and then cheesecake.
I wouldn't last in your office, so I'd have to be rolled out. It'd be horrific. I'd become the pastry that...
I think when we go down there, Gordon, we would expect to get that done for us because we know how much you care about us and being on Dan the Doctor. So you'd have to do something that really excels.
I would have to experiment a bit harder with both of you. So yeah.
For someone that doesn't eat cake, because I don't like cake, it's a texture thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
what would you
Venoir.
suggest? Venoir. That's exactly. We could go with some Venoir.
I
I don't mind a croissant,
Oh yeah,
especially
croissant.
a Venoir croissant.
Or you can go
Redundant? Is that like
savoury.
ATM machine?
You can do.
Sorry.
Recording.
This is all recording. This is journalism at its finest.
Exactly. We are hard hitting. We are.
Oh,
we
you
are.
are too.
Now, Cass, you said before, we know your story about sort of how you came into Parliament and a bit about your upbringing and all the like and your journey to becoming a chef. But can you give us a bit more insight for the team at home?
Yeah, sure. So when I came to Australia, it was in 1999. I was 11 years old. I still remember it was really cold, wintry July, and coming from a very tropical country to a country like this, we're like, what the absolute
And where
hell?
was that? Where did you come from?
I come from Sri Lanka.
Very good.
So
very good.
very hot. I was wearing baggy jeans. I'll never forget this, and a t-shirt. Anyway, coming here, I was like, this is ridiculously cold. Like, what is this? Anyway, driving past, and I still remember driving down the Monash Freeway. I had never seen such clean roads in my life.
Yeah.
And there's no cows on the roads. Or dogs running around.
No, there are not.
So I was basically, my brother and I was like, to my brother, I go, Hamish, there's no animals on this road. What's happening?
Well, sometimes you go out to the Hunter or out to Dubbo, around that way.
And so we stayed in Melbourne for a week, and then we moved to Sydney. So we stayed in, oh gosh, I've forgotten the area that I stayed in. It's close to Blacktown.
Okay.
So we stayed there for about 3 months. Quakers Hill, that's where
Yep.
we lived, in Quakers Hill. And with one of my mum's good friends. And she basically told us we can have whatever we wanted as long as we studied. And we're like, okay.
Good
So
rule.
we went back to Melbourne, and then we went to school. I went to St. Gerard's Primary School, but putting us to school was very difficult, especially when you don't have a lot of money and with the currency exchange. So I went to school for about maybe 6-7 months before I had to go to high school. And going to high school was a challenge because my parents couldn't afford to put me into a Catholic high school. So they put me into a public school. It was Lindale Secondary College. And going there, again, we couldn't afford to go to school. So my mum asked the assistant principal at the time, can Cassandra go to school for free? He goes, well, I don't make those decisions. We'll have to talk to the education board. He wrote to the education board, and mum was praying hard so that I can go to school there. They got a letter back saying Cassandra can go to school until she's in year 10 for free. And then we came across another hurdle. We couldn't afford to buy books or school uniforms. I'll never forget the principal basically bought a box of lost and found clothes, put it in front of us and said, oh, go for it. And we took all these jackets, and the jackets were so long. And my mum's like, don't worry, you'll grow into it. Yeah, and I did that till I was in year 10, got a job at Woolies, and every dollar that I earned at Woolies went to school fees and school books. And then when I started William Anglis, again, I paid for my own way to TAFE, throughout TAFE, because my parents genuinely couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So
That's great that you could do that, and great that you got a good education from that, and you helped your way there.
Yeah.
And then went into TAFE, and then came out a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And then into the SDA, and you did some work for the SDA.
Yeah, so it was amazing how I got into the SDA. I was called to the front service desk, and trust me, I was covered in chocolate and I looked like a rag. Like, you know, when you work in a bakery and you're in back of house, you're just dirty, right, from 6 a.m. And at that time, the SDA organizer was looking for a delegate. And
So the SDA, for those at home, is the
yes.
shoppies union. So those that work in places like Woolies and Coles and that sort of place.
yeah.
KFC, Macca's, let's
Yes.
not forget
All
all
of
get
them,
them in there, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
in a lot of
Kmart,
places.
Big W.
Yeah, I love that you're promoting the SDA. Good job.
Get in there, the SDA.
Yeah.
And so she asked me, she goes, I go, oh, hi, how are you? And she's known me for a while. She said, oh, you're here now. I said, yeah, I'm in this store, not in Dandenong anymore because I'm working as a pastry cook for Beaconsfield Woolworths. She goes, I'm looking for a delegate. Do you want to do it? I go, what do I have to do? She goes, oh, just stand up for people's rights. And I was like, yeah, sure, because I have a big mouth. I might as well do it, right?
Don't laugh, Dan. Don't laugh.
Fit in well in this group then. Yeah. Gordon's a bit lippy.
On the odd occasion, Daniel, on the odd occasion.
So I did a delegate course through the SDA and then went on to being a delegate. Mm-hmm. And then I basically asked her, how do I apply to work for the SDA? And she said, I'll give in your resume. I didn't hear anything from them for about 2 months. And then I got a call all of a sudden and said, oh, hey, look, we've got this position open. Would you like to, start off? I'm like, sure. So I worked there for about 5.5 years. Mm-hmm. And then I got into the ALP from there.
And came into this glorious building.
And now here I am.
Yes,
so to be like, I tell this to people all the time. If I can do it, any of the people watching can do anything you want. I am the first Sri Lankan born to be in federal Australian Parliament. I'm the first woman to hold the seat of Holt. Mm-hmm. So if I can do it, anyone watching can do it.
That's right, and it's an amazing story. Cassie's story is amazing, and I have a bit of a personal connection to Holt. I have a lot of cousins and aunties and uncles that live in your area, and I've been down many times. Haven't been into the office yet to see her, but I will definitely now that I know the baklava cheesecake will be there. There is big incentives. Ooh, yeah. Not just to see Cass and her team, but also that cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's a lovely area, and it's a population that's grown there astronomically just recently. It's huge, the population there.
So we had a conversation yesterday.
Did we? How appropriate for camera. How appropriate for camera.
No, it's very appropriate.
And we're off.
I said to, not Dan, to the good doctor yesterday, I go, how many citizenships do you get a year? He turned around very proudly. He goes, 400 a year.
What, 400 a year?
Is it 400 a month or 400 a year?
3 to 4 a year with like 200 to 400 people at
2
each
to
event.
400.
Which is great. It's great. It's growing.
It's great.
Really good.
And then I said, oh, that's really good. And he goes, how many do you get in your electorate? I said, oh, about 1,000 a month.
There was a little bit of discrepancy, and that's okay.
And she's just trying to power move us here.
She's trying to power move.
She's power moving.
And look,
us
with
here,
that,
right,
and you did so well at school. I hear your memory's really great when you're remembering your staff names. Staff names, is that right?
Yeah. How do you go with the staff names? Do you just walk in and go George, Bill Clinton, George? So we'll go that again. We'll just go George, Bill Clinton, Ammo, Donald. You'll do. You'll do Sheldon.
Dr.
Do you get that in there?
Yep.
We're a professional outfit.
Here we are. We've got lights and everything.
Yeah, I forget all of their names.
Jeez.
So I look at Sheldon and I will...
You got it there. He's good.
I call him Ammo and I go, Ammo, can you please blah, blah, blah. And then I look at Ammo and I call him Sheldon and they look nothing alike.
They must love that.
And for the viewers out there that are watching this and listening to this, they literally look nothing alike. There is not a single thing about them that is close to being the same. And they look about as alike as what Cassandra and I do. So it is a big, big difference, may I say.
I forget all of their names and I don't know why. So
we've only been in the job for 2.5 years.
My nana used to do this, right? And we would just answer her because it was the right thing to do. Do your staff just answer you no matter what you call them?
Yes. So Sheldon goes, you remind me of my grandmother.
And Sheldon, you're spot on because my nana was the same.
So yeah, I feel bad. But sometimes I get it right. Like just before I got it right.
You did?
I did.
Tick.
So
1 point.
So sometimes, most of the times I do get it wrong. But they now know that I am talking to them. So I don't think they even you know, they just answer to whatever name now.
Digging that
Yeah, it's
hole,
good. So
digging
you've
that
trained
hole.
them. You've trained them well. That's good.
Well, when Sheldon
just listen
first
to you.
started, I used to call him whatever name, and then he would correct me and say, "It's Sheldon. It's Sheldon." And now I think he's given up.
If I forgot my staff's name, I would be in big trouble, as you know, Dan.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
I'd be in big trouble. Yep, I'm getting a nod from behind the camera.
And,
I'm definitely getting the nod.
One day we might get our staff on camera one day.
Yeah, I reckon.
Just to show the viewers that what
reckon.
we have to work with, because I could tell you, we got some of the best staff in the business. They are
Yeah,
great.
we do. We really
Yes,
do.
we certainly do. And it's all about a team. A team makes this work here. It's not
Yeah.
not the MP. It's just everyone working together.
Yeah, I always, and I tell this to my guys as well, I don't think I'm ever above you. We're all equal because we're all doing one job. So in my office, we're like a family in my office. So if one person is going through a hard time, we're all going through a hard time.
You clearly have a better office structure than Gordon and I, because we say we're equals, right? With our team. Gordon and I are extremely low in the pecking order. Extremely low.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
But I've heard both of you are good bosses, which is really good. I've heard it from your staff because
Oh, really?
we're
This is
neighbours.
good to know occasionally
Yeah.
that we get this feedback, because
Positive feedback.
we don't get it ourselves, I can tell you.
Oh, well, now they're acting tough, but I'm telling you, when you're not around, Dan, they say you're good.
So quite often, right, your staff will be going to events.
Yeah.
And they'll get there before you for some reason. They tell me that they
can't
drive
believe
at the
they've
normal
dobbed me.
pace. They
Horrible thing.
they're safe, courteous drivers to people on the road.
Sheldon, you
And they reckon you're
trouble.
driving like an old nana and don't get there until about 15 minutes later than them. Is that
I just say
correct?
when she said those names, she looked at the wrong person. It's happening again.
I tried to just not say anyone's name, but it came out. Yeah, look, I don't know why, but I drive so slow because I'm scared of getting a fine because now I'm an MP.
Driving like there's nothing wrong with driving like Miss Daisy.
I could imagine you're one of the drivers that I quite often drive past and think, what are they doing? And they're
As long
like
as you
this. They're
keep-
like this up near the windscreen.
As long as you keep left,
Is
do not
this how
sit
you
in the right lane.
drive? Ammo, is this right? Is this how she does it?
Yes.
I need to confirm or deny.
No, that's how I drive.
But we've just had some more news come from the back there. Joe has just pointed to Gordon saying that you're a bit of a window licker with the
I
drive.
am not.
You drive like
I
this
am
also.
not.
Is that correct? That's just what
I lay
that's just
back.
what
I lay back.
No directional sense.
Oh yeah. No, I need about 4 GPSs to get me where I need to go.
And that's why we have technology in the cars now, because we don't
thank
need
God.
to remember that. Because you know why? We got to remember so much else in what we do. And
If that's what you want to go with, yeah.
Directions are very low on the priority.
They are. Well,
Yes.
when I've got
Yeah.
2 GPSs and Joe in the passenger seat directing me where to go, it's a problem. It's a real problem.
And does
there.
Joe do a good job with the directions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
good.
Yeah.
You don't miss the turn and say we should have went there.
No, well, she says you need to get off there, and then we go to the next exit. that's my
So
fault.
okay, my GPS, or commonly called Chad, he quite regularly. Oh yeah, we're meant to be there. Yeah,
There.
yeah. Maybe we'll just do a U-turn and go back that way.
Yeah, that sounds like Ammo and Sheldon and her fears.
So did you look at them the right way this time, or did you
I
you
did it
pointed
right.
the fingers?
I tried
yeah.
to remember now. Yeah. So they
Reinforcement under pressure. That's how diamonds are made.
True. So yeah, no, I'm a bit of a slow driver, so they get frustrated with me. So her fears is back home in Melbourne this week. So he does a lot of the driving, and so does Ammo. And they get there before me. I don't know how. They leave after me as well. I don't know how, but yeah. So I'm always getting lost too,
So it's a directional thing as well. Do you use
Yeah.
the GPS?
all the time.
Yep.
I always lose my way anyway.
How often does it say that you need to do a U-turn or go up the next street and turn around?
All the time. All the time. Unless I've been there before, like all the time. Yeah.
I also have that issue. So Dan, you and I, when we go out for dinner here in Canberra or wherever it might be, we enjoy a good curry, as you know.
Yes.
Now it's eggplant curry, right? Is that
I do love
your favourite?
eggplant, but I also love dal.
Yeah, right.
Lentil curry.
Oh, that's fantastic, Dal.
I love dal.
Oh, jeez.
What are we having tonight for dinner? We're having Dal.
Turn into a carrier.
Dad dug a hole. What do you call this, Dale? Rissoles.
Oh, Chad. No, yeah. So
Can you have an eggplant, Dale?
no, you can't. You can't have.
Stop it, Daniel.
Stop it. You can have eggplant curry, but it's not as tasty. So my mum does this eggplant salad thing, and it's so yum. My mouth's salivating now. So, yeah.
And for the listeners and the viewers out there, what is in an eggplant salad besides obviously eggplant?
So it's chili, tomatoes, onion, and yeah, it's just chopped up. So they deep fry the eggplant, and then they absorb all the oil out of it, and then just put them together. It is so delicious.
That's
All right.
nice. I'm a fan of a green papaya salad. Have you had one of them?
Yeah, I have
Fresh
had one of
chili in
them.
it? Yeah, it's nice.
I'm not going to lie to you, as you can see by the size of me, I don't have as many salads as I probably should.
I hear you.
More of a
Is that
steak,
chest
and,
pain? What is
steak
that?
and potato man, and throw some broccoli in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Got
Yeah,
it.
so-
Got to keep yourself
yeah.
regular.
Yeah,
Daniel.
that's exactly right.
I hear you, yeah.
All about the fibre.
Yeah. There's your medical tip for the day.
Thank you. And that's from a good doctor.
Keep up the roughage.
Who's still don't want to clear flow through, do you? Yes. Because you need that roughage to just bulk it up a little bit.
100%.
Is that right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a
One day we might even do an episode on stools on this show.
Yes.
Just because we've got the doctor here and we can talk through that. But today's not the day, people. Today's not the day. Yeah.
Oh God.
we don't want to embarrass our guests here,
Too
man.
funny. This is too funny.
So back to some more serious topics.
Yeah.
You are in this thing called the Parliamentary Band.
Yeah.
Talk us through the band, because I have a
Yeah.
few of my own little thoughts on this, but I'll keep them to myself for a little bit.
He calls us nerds.
Harsh, very harsh, but
He went there.
So Grant has recently joined our parliamentary band.
and what's it called? What's the band called?
It's called Left, Right, Out.
That's
So-
good. It keeps both sides of the party happy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone's
Left and-
very even
yeah.
there, so it's quite good.
So the band leader is the house leader, Tony Burke. I'm one of the backup singers. It's so much fun.
So is there a little bit of animosity between the band members? Like you just said, you're a backup singer. Do you want to get up there on the lead vocals and just blow it out?
Not really.
Not really.
Well, she'd have to knock off Luke Gosling. And I hear he's quite the... Oh, no. Is it Matt
Matt
Keogh?
Keogh.
He's the
My
lead singer,
genre
right?
of music is very different to what we play. So I'm known for singing the national anthem now.
Good.
So I think 2 Saturdays ago, I had the Holt Harmony Gala, and at any of my events, I open any of my events with singing the national anthem.
Should we start doing it?
You haven't heard my pipes. They're not good. Yeah.
Anyway,
They are not good at all.
When the cameras stop rolling, we'll practice.
So, yeah, okay. We'll come back to this because I have a little question for you on this. Yes,
Yeah.
I hear you've got good pipes at some good things, but we'll talk on that soon.
Yeah, right. Jeez. There's a lot in that statement. What was that?
Well, this is this little teaser for the listeners and the viewers
I'm
out
nervous,
there.
everybody.
And so it should be.
So it's not my genre of music. It's not my speciality. So I'm more of a soul, R&B, country sort of singer.
Just throw a bit of rap in there. You could pull out a good rap, especially from where you are in Dandenong area.
Yeah. So I grew up in Dandenong, and for those who don't know what Dandenong is about, if you watch Spaniards, ghetto things on YouTube, you'll see Dandenong right up there.
Oh, they did a Dandenong one. They also did a Melton South one. Go the South.
I don't know about Melton South. But they did the hood sort of run. So he came to Dandenong. So,
Yeah, nice.
I don't mind rapping, but it's not. Again, it's a very unique technique to be able to rap.
Ammo and Sheldon have let us know that you do a lot of singing in the office, and it just
Oh God!
does their heads in, is what they
Really?
said. They said that they can't handle it anymore. Can you please bring it up on the podcast so that we can just get it out there? Because we can't tell her, we're too scared to tell her.
Public shaming is always good. Yes.
Embarrassing. I don't know if I sing a lot in the office. Do I sing a lot in the office?
Just occasionally in our own room when no one's around.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, in your own room when no one's around, but these walls are thin. They hear
that's
everything.
true. That's true. So I usually try not to get angry. So yeah, I get annoyed easily, but I don't get angry very easily. And if I do, I sing. And usually, if I sing something, why are you laughing?
So no, let you finish first.
Okay, so and then if I get scared, I also sing, but then I sing like Jesus songs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
So what's your angry song you sing?
probably a Beyonce song. Yeah.
Didn't think that was going there.
Which did you pick? Which did you pick with Beyonce?
So depending on who I'm angry with, but it's probably called "Ring the Alarm"
Oh, okay.
by Beyonce.
Appropriate.
Very angry. It's a very angry-ish song.
Can't say I know it, but that's okay.
No, that's okay. A lot of people probably
One for the
don't
car
know
on the
it.
way back.
Yeah, we'll give that a go, Chad, on the way home.
Add to the
yes.
playlist.
Yeah, you probably don't know. A lot of people won't know that song. But yeah, so when I'm angry, I do sing.
So if
And
you
when I'm
start
scared, I do
singing
sing.
to Gordon and I, either you're scared of us or you've
No,
really got the shit at us.
I
Either
do
one.
sing down the corridor here. So when I moved from upstairs to downstairs, and we had a little packed upstairs, it was Matt Burnell, myself, Sammy Ray, and Sammy Lim. So the four of us were really, really close, and I used to sing all the time, and they used to sing to me all the time. ABBA's song Fernando.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they would scream it out every morning. So I kind of miss their singing here when I moved down to this level here. But then I thought, you know what, I'll start my own singing. So when I see you guys, I think I do sing to you sometimes when
Yes.
when we're running for
And
divisions.
now I know you're pissed at us.
No. Not when I see you guys, no.
Very good, very good.
So yeah, I do a little bit of singing at work sometimes.
So in Gordon, I hear you can play an instrument as well.
Oh,
Just a
yeah.
little bit of work around a saxophone, is that right? And
Yes,
can you
that's
give us?
correct.
Can you give us a? Can you just show us how you do it, just for the viewers out there? What you do? Show us how to do
That
it.
is correct, Dan. I can play the alto and baritone saxophone, and
Could you give us a
double
demo?
bass
A
as
demo,
well.
demo.
Well, the mouth is placed firmly on the mouthpiece and the reed, and then one holds the instrument to the side so as to not get it in the way.
Kenny G at the central.
The Kenny G of the Central Coast, if you will.
Your miner's own Kenny G here, right here, Pete. We've heard it. So when are your miners best going to hear this?
When are you-
and the Central Coast best going to actually hear this? Because that might be a draw card to get more people there. It could be a tourist attraction.
To see me play the saxophone
So
in the
you play the
street.
saxophone. I would line up for that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you?
Probably wouldn't pay for a ticket, but I'd line up.
Well, maybe one day on the podcast you might see old Gordy here with his saxophone. So
Yeah.
the baritone's about as big as you, Dan. It's enormous.
What is a baritone?
It's a really big bass saxophone, so it gives you lower notes in the. In the
You
band,
bring
so-
them, and I'll bring a recorder.
A recorder, a bass
I'll do
recorder,
the
a recorder.
recorder. Yeah.
So that thing should be struck from this earth. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the recorder.
I could do the tambourine.
The triangle.
Or the ting. We could do that. You could be
Yes.
the singer.
I could be
We
the
could make
singer,
our
yeah.
own little band. We could
We
do
can
Dan
make-
and the Doctor's greatest hits,
To see us.
featuring Cass Fernando as lead singer.
This thing's writing itself, Dan. This thing's writing itself.
Bit of Beyonce, bit of everything
Yeah.
From
in
the Hunter to Hardy's
Yeah.
Bay. Jeez.
So there you go.
Oh dear. Well, I had something in my mind, then it's completely gone.
It's okay.
It was food related.
Oh yes, so thank you for some of our fantastic staff members.
Thank God they're
that are here, and we hear you are tight as a fish's ass. That you actually refuse to spend money and you will haggle the price on everything. Everything. Is that correct? There we go again. Sheldon George Clint.
It's called the hustle. You got
The hustle. It's the hustle. We'll just pick
sorry,
up the
sorry.
mic again. It's just that
Sorry.
little fall, but that's okay.
Oh, my goodness.
So you're a tight ass and you will negotiate everything. Is that right?
Well, you know what? Growing up, when you don't have much, mate, you will do whatever you can to save $1. So it's always been our thing in our family. $1 in your pocket is better than someone else's pocket. So, and the way I think is, and I've taught my staff this from day one when I got this job and I hired my team. So Emma is one of the original team members. I said, guys, we're never going to get jobs like this again. you know, so we're grateful, we're blessed, but one, we've got to have an aim, right? So whatever we do, don't go and spend unnecessarily, and let's invest this money. So I was always brought up to always save as much as you can, always try and bargain the best way you can. And I'm the number one hustler ever.
Nothing wrong with the haggle. Or earning more and keeping more of what you earn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Usually I've only bartered in barley, but I might give it a go at Woolies.
No, well, you can't do it at Woolies. You can't do it at Woolies unless it's on reduced to clear.
So how you just said on reduced to clear, have you picked up something from reduced to clear and said it was $10, now it's down to $4?
No, I can't.
Have you said I think this is only worth $3?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that at Woolies or Coles or anything like that.
Oh.
But there is a trick.
What about Target?
No, but there is a trick. I don't know a lot of people know this, but if the price, right, and I'm giving you a little secret here.
Oh, insider
This
tip.
is good.
Yeah, so if you buy an item and say this was marked at, you know, special $10, you take this item, you scan it and it comes at $20. Ideally, Woolies used to give it to you for free because the prices didn't match up.
Really?
Yeah, but the item had to
there's
be
gonna
the
be
same.
I can't see him doing that now.
We can't go and swab all the special stickers over though, can we?
No, but as long as the item
sounds like
description is
a
the
crime.
I
same.
think that is a crime.
So
yeah.
as long as the item description is the same.
Right.
Okay.
So it has to be the exact item that you scan. So,
And so, has this recently happened where you've asked the question, I should be getting this for free?
no.
No? How long are we talking? Like within the last week, within the last
no.
month?
No, I actually have, that hasn't happened in a while, actually. I think Woolies and Coles have got onto it. And now, because they know a lot of people are onto it as well. When you work at retail, that's what happens at Woolies and Coles. So they have tried to minimise that, I think.
So when you go get your hair cut, is it a negotiation or is it a just flat fee?
Well, I'll tell you guys a little secret. I cut my hair every 4 years. Yeah.
4 years.
Really?
So I cut my hair last year and I haven't cut it. I cut my fringe, but that's about it. But
Cut mine
that's
every 4
$5.
weeks.
Gordon's booked in every 4 weeks.
Thank you,
right.
Joe.
Yeah, for his to get his head suit looking as good as it does. And
Yeah.
thank you, Jerome, for the head suit reference there.
Fantastic.
Yes, that was from the last podcast that we did with Jerome,
Yeah.
and he just spoke about nothing but his head suit the whole time because he thinks he's got quite a nice bonce.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
I've got to look at it now.
Yeah, have a gander.
Do you know
Yeah,
who
him and
has
his
really
glasses.
nice hair though? Sammy Ray.
Oh, he is all
Yes.
Oh,
The man, the myth, the legend.
He's just hair. That's it.
Yeah,
So.
that's it, yes. Don't worry, he'll be on this show, listeners and viewers. We will be getting Sammy Ray, or as we call him, the head. So Sammy Ray plays footy down in Melton, right, in the
Yeah.
geriatric league, the over
Yeah.
35s.
Yeah.
And he has got the best hair. He'd have the best hair on that field as well because most of them look like Chad's head right now. But he has the best hair in Parliament as well. But
Yeah.
you guys, you viewers out there, will get to view this one day, and it will be an exciting time for all.
There you go. But yeah, so I don't cut my hair. So every 4 years I cut my hair. So yeah, because I try not to cut it because it's very curly. So yeah.
Very nice.
But
Has it ever not been curly or is it always curly?
I have straightened it. But
It'd take hours to straighten,
it
wouldn't it?
takes about an hour and a half.
Jeez.
Is it worth it?
No.
No.
If you have
Yeah.
curly hair, don't do it.
Fair enough. I don't think I'll ever have that problem.
Don't.
Yeah,
I just get that in my beard, curly beard.
Can you straighten your beard?
You can straighten the beard. I haven't done it for
Does that
ages, but
work?
it does do. Well, you just get the straightener out.
You have that pirate in Pirates of the Caribbean with the
with the.
The little. Yeah.
dangly
Don't
bits.
we'll
encourage
call
him
that,
to
yeah.
do that. I just want him to shave it off.
Tassels,
Tassels,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, so this is another thing that sort of disgusts me about you, to be honest.
there
yeah.
you go.
So, and the fact is, you don't like beards. You like facial hair on blokes.
No,
How can you not like a beard? It covers half of people's face. I got a head for radio. I may as well cover half of it. So this would be good if this wasn't filmed. This would be a great thing because it's filmed.
Yeah.
I got to cover half of this.
Oh well, yeah. I think if I could ever come into your room and just chop it off, I'd be so happy to do
You're
that.
going to do it in your sleep.
Do it in your
Lock the door. Lock the door.
If we're lucky enough to be back here again after the next election, you might see me for a very brief period,
Yeah.
beardless. So we're just working on what we're going to do.
Have you seen
there
photos
for the
without the
next
beard?
election.
No, I have
Looks like a
not.
child. Should see it.
Does
Wow.
he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Terrible.
wow.
Very
Okay.
much a baby face.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No,
look much younger than I do now. Right now I look about 40. I look probably 30 when I have that. You guys didn't even say anything. I was expecting something from the back corner there, Joe, but nothing.
You're dreaming.
And on that note, look, it's been great to have you, Fernando, the member for Holt.
Whoa. We've missed the most important part of this.
Have we? Oh,
Yeah,
we
so
have too.
We have a little
too.
rivalry here between the Central Coast Bogans and the Hunter Valley, pristine Hunter Valley area that we are.
So
We
So
are a
basically,
little bit
pristine
more-
beaches in close proximity to the city, which is very important.
Okay.
Bustling metropolis with
I'll let
increased
him give his
investment,
spiel
great
and blah,
restaurants.
blah,
He lives in a field. So Central Coast versus the Hunter. What are you after?
So, as I say, Central Coast is where culture goes to die. And what we have in the Hunter, we have beautiful restaurants,
Yeah.
Australia's and the world's best wineries.
Yeah.
We have fantastic tourism destinations. We have been propping up this country for, how long have we been coal mining for? A long time.
Again, in a field.
Right.
That's how Dan was born. He walked
But
out of a coal
what?
mine.
All the way out in Melton.
Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, Auntie.
Auntie Jude, whenever you want to go see Fernando, we all know that you really, really do favour the Labor Party, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Auntie.
We love what you do there, Auntie Judy and Uncle Terry. So keep up the good work, and Cass's door's available anytime.
Yes, I did show him the photo that we took together.
Oh, good. Yes, that's right.
Do you remember?
So I do remember that. Yes, but anyway, back to Hunter or Central Coast. Where would you rather be? Because I know where I'd rather be, and
Give
that's
me
where
a
there's
famous
culture.
beach in Central Coast.
There is no famous beach.
Oh, Dan. Go back to your field.
Sorry. So there is no
I could
famous
give
some
you-
coal to carry.
I could give you a famous field.
I'll give you one. So
Okay.
where I grew up, it's a suburb called Yamina. And it's this beautiful long stretch of beach. It's quite flat unless there's a southerly come in, and the swell gets quite big. But out there's an island that's off the coast, and it's shaped like a lion lying down. It's called Lion Island, and on that there's a colony of fairy penguins.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the most
Have a
famous
look at
beaches.
you trying to pull the heartstrings with fairy penguins. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Island of
It's
Beach.
the first time you've pulled this out, and I hope you don't pull it out again because that is atrocious.
So coastal
You know
field.
what? I love a really good beach. So I do a thing where, I don't know if anyone told you this, but
It's
I
happening.
go around Australia looking for a good beach.
Yeah, but you won't find one in Central Coast.
So I
go
was
there,
in
there'll be
Perth.
suddenly blowing.
You don't have any.
And for a good reason, because we don't
inland.
need it, because we have beautiful fields.
Yeah, I know.
Lush vineyards.
Dirt as far as the eye
We
can
have,
I do
we
like
have
vineyards as
fantastic
well.
restaurants.
All right, Cass.
The
So-
biggest saltwater lake of the Southern Hemisphere
Okay.
is in our area.
Calm down.
I do. This is hard because I don't know what your beaches in your area look like.
I'll send you a photo. Beautiful.
That's too late then.
Huh?
Don't do
it's
it.
she
You
knows.
like,
She
you like
knows.
wine, you like
I
food,
do.
you are a foodie. We all
I am
know
a
that.
foodie.
Imagine
So,
having food and wine on a beach rather than a field.
Yeah, look.
overlooking beautiful vineyards.
And a coal mine.
Beautiful vineyards. The coal
I
mine's a
will-
little bit further up. And you don't really sit
Anna,
in the
can you
restaurants
Google
overlooking
a
them.
beach in his electorate, please?
Dan said you won't find one.
Thank you, Emma.
Jeez, I'm outnumbered here. So go on,
Wait, give
Cassie.
me give me a beach name.
Go Umina Beach. Umina.
This has
Umina.
taken a long time just to get to. Either the
Umina
Hunter's the
Beach,
best.
okay.
Umina, yeah, Umina Beach, Central Coast.
Okay, yeah, I've just found it. Oh yeah, it's pretty. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty.
Is this all your beaches? All that is yours?
Yeah, they're all mine. Yep.
He's just going to say yes, so you say yes.
They are all Central Coast beaches.
And you can swim, there's no
You
sharks?
can swim
course
there. It's
there's sharks.
beautiful.
Right.
It's beautiful there.
You know where there's no sharks? In the Hunter River. In the
All right.
dams, the beautiful, beautiful, pristine
Okay.
small lakes, and the pristine
would
big
have
lake
to
we have
choose,
that does have sharks.
Go on. Drum roll, please.
Foodie.
I have to choose yours.
Oh, boo!
So what's the
Dan.
That was
tally?
such a drag out for that. Anyway,
What's the tally? What's the tally?
Hunter's
Who's-
still up, but not by
Hunter's
as much
still-
as it was.
Yeah, the gap's closing.
The gap is closing.
Because I
yeah.
do love a good beach. I think Australia,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't know this, but Australia has don't travel anywhere around the world. Australia has the best beaches. Perth, where Sheldon's from, has one of the best beaches I have ever been to.
Well, even beaches in Hawaii import Australian sand. So
Well, we'll have to
there
make
you go.
sure that when you do come up to our area, we also go to Patterson, into Meryl Swanson's area.
Yeah.
She has some amazing beaches there at
Oh,
Port
right.
Stephens, but the
Doesn't sound like Hunter, though.
the most well-known one is Neath Beach.
Yeah,
It's a
beautiful.
beautiful beach. You've got to
Neath.
get there one day. Make sure the listeners look at that
Yeah,
and have a
okay.
good look at Neath Beach. The surf lifesavers there,
Yeah.
they are ran off their feet.
Oh, really?
It is such a busy place.
All right, more busier than Bondi.
And on that note, and after a stellar win for the Central Coast, ladies and gentlemen,
I just got
it
that.
has.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you, Cass
I
Fernando.
was very nervous coming in here because I didn't know what sort of questions you're going to ask me. And I asked my team, I said, what sort of questions are they going to ask me? And they're like, just how you grew up, nothing, exciting. But they didn't tell me that
We
they
stuck to script. We
You
stuck to
did,
script.
you did, but they didn't tell me that they told you little secrets about me.
No, they,
Doesn't have anything to
yeah, they didn't. We knew all that. We
Oh, you knew all
we just,
that?
We just wanted to draw it out a bit more.
All right.
And just before we do go, what team members do you have here today?
I got Sheldon and Emma.
Still a pause. Still a pause.
Thank you all. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, viewers. And we will be back
Thanks.
again very soon with a next Dan the Doctor. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.